Hello everyone. We present to you our B project on computer science career recommendation system using artificial neural networks under the guidance of Dr. Brijmohan Daga, Head of Department Computer. Introduction. Usually we see that there is a particular trend among students to generally opt for career paths based on either the choices of their colleagues or the highest salary paying job roles. When such decisions, which will be having a very high impact on their future, is being made in a very reckless manner, it may lead to frustration and demoralization of the individual. Moreover, while recruiting the candidates, recruiters need to assess them in all different aspects. The question whether a particular candidate is suitable for that specific job role is extremely difficult to answer in a short duration of an interview. Thus, there is a need for a system that helps students decide a job role that is best suited for his or her skill set and other evaluation matrix, which is now possible due to the advancements in the field of deep learning. Today, automation is the key to successful businesses. We propose an automated system using artificial neural network which considers personality traits of the individual along with personal interests and academics to predict which computer science job role would be best suited for them. Literature review. The existing papers have made an attempt to explore dynamic data set and apply data mining based methods to gain students' insight based on characteristics related to academic, technical, and interpersonal factors. For example, Roshni and Deshmukh have proposed an ensemble incremental learning algorithm. This algorithm was created by using a set of three classifiers, namely naive Bayes, K-star, and SVM. This was found to be a useful technique for offering the best career choice for students. Furthermore, Arafat et al. Helped predict students' estimated careers, including students' strengths and weaknesses. The above papers have used machine learning techniques such as SVM, decision tree, random forest, KNN, naive Bayes algorithms. Amongst these algorithms, SVM is proven to give the best accuracy. These algorithms have been trained on a small dataset with few class divisions. In this project, we propose a system using artificial neural networks, which has proven to give better accuracy compared to traditional machine learning approaches.
Applications and existing systems. In all the research papers that we went through, machine learning models such as SVM, KNN, naive Bayes, decision tree, and random forest algorithms were used. However, there are no proper applications or portals available to predict which job profile the person would be fit based on different criteria in the area of computer science and engineering. Input parameters. After referring to many research papers and dataset that we had, we chose 4 major domains to help students decide a job role. Domains such as academics, where percentage of major subjects were considered, then co-curriculars, which included number of hackathon certifications and interests, then extracurricular, where team spirit was considered, and last, personality trait, which had leadership quality, self-learning capabilities, and so on. Output parameters. The 6 major job profiles are as follows. Proposed architecture. Our dataset consisted of 18,000 entries and 15 parameters that we saw earlier. Further, dataset was split into 70:20:10 ratio in training, validation, and testing. This dataset was trained and tested on decision tree, SVM, and ANN, where ANN was proven to give better results than the other two. Our model consisted of an input layer, 10 hidden layers, and an output layer, which used sequential model. The input layer was given inputs such as academic percentage, extra and co-curricular activities, personal choices, that is 15 input features. There are 20 nodes in total which take input and by using activation function give the output to the next layer. rectified linear unit function was used instead of sigmoid and tan function, since it gave better accuracy and less expensive operation than the other two. Further, L1 regularization was used instead of L2 as it was shrinking the less important feature coefficient to 0. The second layer consisted of 20 nodes, which was taken from the first layer. The ReLU function was used in this layer as well. The next 9 layers are the same as the second layer, leaving the fact that it received the inputs from the previous layers. The last layer consisted of 6 outputs because the model predicts one of the 6 domains, due to which the model used multi-class classification in the last layer. Softmax activation function was used in the model for multi-class classification, which gave fairly good results. To select a particular domain, the model sets probability to each class so that it can select the class with maximum probability. It was done using categorical cross-entropy algorithm. We took a small sample of data in a random manner, which made sure that there were all the domains included in the sample data. Further, the data was cleaned by dropping out a few features such as salary range expected, interested types of books, talent tests, etc., since they were repetitive and not required for the prediction. The dataset was then split into 70:20:10 ratio in training, validation, and testing. Suggested job role field was categorical data, so one hot encoding was performed to get into a binary form. There were parameters in the dataset who had different ranges, so standard scalar Python library was used on the dataset to normalize the data. Lastly, our artificial neural network model trained on the training data using backpropagation and changed its parameter according to the validation and testing dataset. This process was continued till we acquired a global minima for the cost function. Training parameters. On performing trial and error using multiple parameters, we chose the following parameters which gave the best accuracy.
Result. The career recommender system is being trained on 18,000 dataset having 15 parameters, which gives an accuracy of 99%, whereas testing on 3,000 dataset with same parameters gave an accuracy of 94.9%. Conclusion. The recommender system can be used by any IT-based recruiter to hire a candidate appropriate for the job. Additionally, an individual as computer engineering fresher can find out the domain that they are qualified for based on their profile and the ones who are unaware of their career. The proposed model used 15 parameters to predict one of the 6 job roles with an accuracy of 94.9%. Now let's see the working of the project. We have used Flask as a backend. Flask is a web framework. It provides us with tools and libraries and technologies that allow us to build a web application. For database, we have used SQL, and for the front end, we have used HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and AngularJS. So now let's run the project. So this is our homepage, which basically describes about our project, what our website is all about. So let's register, create an account by entering the details. Let's log in and check whether our credentials are working or not. So let's go to the account page. So the account page has our details. So this is the job profile page. The job profile page predicts which job profile is suitable for us based on this input. So let's start entering the inputs. So we have to enter the operating systems percentage, analysis of algorithms percentage. We have to calculate the average of all the programming languages which I have studied throughout the year. So like Java, C, Python. We have to enter the software engineering percentage, computer networks percentage, and we have to calculate the average of max M1, M2, M3 and M4. Computer securities percentage, number of hackathons attended, interest, like we have analyst, management, Hadoop, web development, we have to enter any one, software engineer, the topmost certification which we have done, machine learning, personality, introvert or extrovert, introvert, management or technical, management, leadership, yes or no, yes, team ability, yes or no, yes, self ability, yes or no. So we got software developer as our job profile. Now let's give different inputs and check which job profile it predicts. So now we got business intelligence as a job profile. So now let's see some other features of the website. So we have added a skills page. Skills page has a lot of skills to get prepared for interviews and gain some knowledge based learning. We have added different categories to make it easy for the user to understand which one to select. So we have C programming, C++ programming, Java, Python in a separate folder. So if the user wants to see and learn about C programming, he can click on this. He will be redirected to the videos of C programming. If the user wants to practice coding skills, he can click on this and he will be directed to those portals. If the user wants to get prepared aptitude for interviews, he can click on the aptitude folder and click on India Bix. He will get all the aptitude related stuff to prepare for interviews. So this is our skills page. So now let's see some other features of the website. Let's check the resume builder. This is a simple resume builder. So we have to add your details over here. The resume gets saved in your device. So this completes the demonstration of our project. In the future, if we get a good data set for other departments like IT and electronics, we would be predicting job profile for those departments. Thanks for watching.